Welcome to Decoding 40 After Dark.
Yeah.
What up?
What's going on, fellas?
Good evening.
It's really good. Welcome to Decoding 40 After Dark. After dark. After dark.
Break of dawn.
After dark.
We've got no
Popping
videos
all
this
that
week.
shit.
What?
I sent videos. We got videos. I'm actually waiting for my Uber Eats to come. So I'm gonna take a little break.
Wow.
I'm waiting for my Uber Eats to come.
Are you going to eat while you're on the podcast?
Of course.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
You should.
Everybody
You
loves
should.
a smackety smack.
It's a privilege.
It's Snacks McGee. I'm Snacks McGee, and I'm going to eat on a goddamn podcast. And I don't care who
If anyone cares, it's I'm getting an Impossible Burger.
We don't.
So
Nobody
it's
cares.
He's
I'm
like,
trying to keep it
he probably got extra fucking mayonnaise in there.
You know what's funny? What's funny is Vinny was the
Yeah.
first one who's like, yo, I got that Impossible Burger, and it was delicious.
It was delicious. It is delicious.
And
It is
and
delicious.
ever since that time, I was like, let me try the shit. And I was like, nah, with this fake ass burger. Delicious.
Have you had Beyond Burgers?
Yeah, I have those.
I have
I
not.
actually
Which
like
burgers
Or
made
maybe I
with
think I've had it
beets?
once.
Which burger's made with beets?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think it's
All right.
Beyond.
I feel
But
like
yo,
it's
next
not-
time you come
the
over,
Beyond
man,
Burger-
with a laser.
The Beyond Burger's a soy-based burger, and then the Impossible is Impossible is soy-based. Beyond is pea protein based.
So I want a Beyond Burger. I got to
So
move. I gotta
neither
step
one
my
of them
game up.
have a red
What up, Jermaine?
looking
Yeah.
interior.
One of them does.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember which one though.
That's
That
what
would
I
be
had.
that would be the Beyond Burger, because the Beyond
Is it?
Burger is going to
Okay.
have that red. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what I do is I take
What's
a
up,
little bit of
McKinney? What's up,
Worcestershire
John Paul?
sauce
What's up, Jermaine?
and a little bit of pepper, and I put that on top of it while it's cooking, and it soaks that shit up, and you get that Worcestershire, you get that smoke flavor, you get that grill on it. Tastes delicious. Tastes like a real burger.
You know
With
what?
some cheese,
My wife actually got a grilled flavored liquid, like liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. If you put that on the meat,
Thank you, Jermaine.
Yeah, for
That's
all
right.
of our
Happy
decoding,
birthday. That's right. Go
Thank
ahead.
you, Jermaine. Thank you.
for
Appreciate
all
that,
of our
man.
Decoding 40 family. It is Alaric's birthday, so please make sure you shout him out and say happy
Yes.
birthday to Alaric today. Also, today is which Alaric reminded of us of. It is our 2-year anniversary. So we have been producing the show for 2 years, and we're excited to be here. And thank you for being part of it.
of funny
what's sad is we probably should have done something today. I think we had talked about it at some point.
We
but-
did.
We did.
But
We
COVID,
didn't
you
die.
know,
We didn't die.
We definitely have to do something for our 100th episode.
Yes,
Like we
yeah.
have to. We absolutely.
must.
yeah,
We've got 14 episodes to work
14
it out.
weeks. 14 weeks, basically. 14 weeks.
Wow.
I think we should have like as many guests as we possibly can.
I would like to do that, especially for the
We
live.
should have like
I-
10
I
guests.
think we do it in person. I mean, it's 14 weeks from now. Like
You think
we
the world
should
is
be
different in
the
together.
14
world's
weeks?
gonna be all the way back in 14 weeks. I don't know about that.
no,
I think it'll be better.
Can we be all the way back in 14 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can all be vaccinated by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We got quiet. We were like, shh.
No, I told
No,
you guys,
I'm getting it. I just have to wait. I have to wait.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I have to wait.
I'm
maybe
ready.
I live in one of those poor communities that I can skip the line.
Yo, a friend of mine told me he got it. I think if your BMI is above a certain level, I don't know what it is. Thank you, Camille. Camellia, thank you. If your BMI is above a certain level, you can get it. But
So I should go before I start working out.
I don't know. I'm conflicted.
Yes.
Like I don't want to get it that way. I don't want to get it because I'm my COVID fat.
sir. We were gonna say no, but we're gonna put you in the fat fuck line.
Yeah,
Put you in the fat fuck line. You're a fat fuck.
because
Sir.
He's an
because of your-
FFL.
Yeah, because you're 48 and that belly fat. Yeah, come on in. We got you. We're gonna get sticky.
I
You're
I
a
don't
think
want
I
it.
get the BMI line, but I also get the teacher line. So I'm trying to pimp out the teacher line right now. But I will.
The main says he's
Get that
LA. What
teacher.
does that mean? Latin American?
He said, I'm not sure.
I'm LA.
LA. I'm LA. I think I can get.
I'm in
he's
LA.
Is the man in LA?
He might be in LA, maybe.
Oh, he's in
Okay.
LA.
Okay. Tell
I
10
was
people
just in
about
LA.
us.
That's-
Like,
Because
LA.
that's I think that's where his wife is from. His wife is from LA. That's how he knows what's his name? Slink. That's
Okay.
the connection, you know. So 6 degrees of separation in here, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It always comes back to Black Jesus.
Yeah.
Man, I'll
all
be out
roads
there again
lead to Black
in
Jesus.
May. May.
Well, he's from Atlanta, man.
Oh, he's in Atlanta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that's the taco.
Yeah.
Got
yes,
it, got it,
yes,
got it,
yes,
got it, got
yes, yes.
I
Well,
want to
that's
go to
the
Atlanta.
That's a
but
taco motherfucker.
That nigga, man, I tell you
Man, I
what,
need some
tacos.
tacos.
they in LA doing recon.
Taco number 4,722. Forensic taco examination.
I want to get to their spot. What they have a truck, right?
Well, they were
Or
doing
they have a
like,
brick and mortar.
They were doing like pop-ups for a minute, but then like, you know, with the fucking COVID shit, kind of, you know, threw a monkey wrench. You know,
Yeah, Atlanta's open.
Yeah,
I mean,
Atlanta's open.
now
Like,
it is.
that ain't
Now,
that-
but-
That's not the city with monkey wrenches.
No,
That's the city with
they are circulating.
yo,
They are circulating COVID-19.
It is a COVID.
So would you like COVID-19 on this or just extra sour
Yeah.
cream? Sour cream? Okay. Jalapenos?
Atlanta blows my mind. Atlanta and Miami blow my mind.
Them niggas do not believe in COVID.
They do not. Well, actually, Florida doesn't.
Mm.
Because I was talking to a cat in Florida. He was like, he used to live in New York and he moved down to Fort Lauderdale, I think. And he was like, "How's it up there?" I'm like, "It's closed." He's like, "Yeah, I know. Too bad for you." I'm like, "No, that's the way it should be."
Yeah, too bad for your grandparents.
Right. Like, what are you talking about, my dude?
Nigga, we got this COVID popping. COVID gonna be at the club on Monday, nigga. COVID's gonna be at the IHOP on Tuesday morning.
COVID is on the flyer. COVID's literally on
COVID
the
is
fucking flyer.
everywhere, son. And they out there breathing this shit in, loving it.
But I don't
Fucking
understand why
big old
people are
gulps
doing
of
events
COVID.
like nothing's happened. Like nothing's happened.
Events like full on like NBA All-Star weekend parties. I was like,
Nigga, you can take that mask off.
I
We just
spoke-
breathing COVID.
I spoke to a woman today who's a business.
You remember? Do remember? New COVID. New COVID.
New COVID.
that's COVID on the ones and twos.
New COVID from London. New COVID. Just in from London.
You saying new
Yo.
song respirator.
Who's
strain, bitch.
DJing? He's fire. He's sick.
That's that new strain.
He's sick.
That's that new strain COVID, nigga. That nigga came from England.
That's
to
that
DJ.
South African COVID.
No, whoa. Yo, you know how to throw a racist stop in everything, bro.
That's the thing though. South African COVID is actually
South African
more
COVID is the
resistant
thing.
to.
No, I saw that, but I don't believe
Okay.
that. I don't believe that. Like, it had to come back to
of
Africa.
course,
That
it's
Africa was
Africa.
going to be the
Right.
worst strain.
Well, it can't be-
Everybody knows that.
we use China on the
Everybody
first
knows.
one.
Blood.
We got to
Yeah.
use Africa on the second.
Everybody
That's
knows.
a
It couldn't be the
fucking-
Arkansas was the worst strain.
No, it can't be that.
Murder
Kentucky.
hornets. Where they
Kentucky.
from?
It can't-
Africa.
Murder hornets.
It can't be
Killer
the Kentucky.
bees.
It's the
Africa.
Africanized bees that are so much bigger and blacker, and they come with speakers on their ears, and they, you know,
They're-
they just
with their
racist as
bigger-
shit.
with their
blacker
big
than-
stingers.
with their big stingers and their wings.
Bigger,
Oh, that
blacker
reminds
than
me.
Africa.
Can I share with you guys one of the more absurd, quote unquote, facts that I heard in one of my conspiracy theory rooms?
Oh,
Oh,
please.
I love it.
Speaking of Africa, One person suggested that we're actually living in Africa and that the man is lying to us and that America is actually Africa and that they are switching the resources and all the power just to blind us.
But I'm crazy. I'm the one that's crazy. I'm the one.
I was like, I gotta
that's
take.
out of control.
Did he
shut this
cite
off.
any
Wow.
evidence
What you talking about? Evidence?
other than his dream?
What are you talking about? Evidence? You don't need no evidence.
That nigga say, like, yo, check this story out, son. I got this new one, right? This is how it's gonna go. And he just started typing. That's
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
That's some. I had never heard that. I was like, I gave him a 4 stars just for creativity because I had never heard that.
So,
think
like, you
he
should be like,
should-
sir, were you one of the writers on the Matrix? Because that theory right there is out of this world.
It's pretty bananas if you think about it.
So okay, Jesus. So we're living in a
are
dream.
We're actually living in.
We're
Africa.
actually living in Africa.
Then why is it so fucking cold? Huh? Why?
I'ma tell
Because
you
the
why.
polar caps.
Are melting,
Exactly.
and the space lasers are doing it.
No,
You
they're
understand?
not regular space. They're Jewish space lasers. We already
You know what I'm
talked
saying?
about this. All right.
Yeah. I got an idea. Instead of just a space laser, how about we just say it's a Jewish space laser? It's better that way because we'll just
It's much
blame it on
scarier.
them. It's more scarier. They get
Flourish.
crazy out there.
Flourish.
It's a flourish. Go spread into the atmosphere, sir.
Flourish.
Flourish. Oh shit! What do you got? A Popeyes chicken sandwich? Love that chicken from Popeyes. This nigga gonna start singing. I love Popeyes.
Annie brought it over herself.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit. Hey, you heard about my shrimp and my chicken? How about it's a shrimp chicken sandwich?
First off, I had Popeyes about a year ago.
You still have high blood pressure.
Yo, my feet swole up like balloons. I was like, yo, how are people
Love
eating
that
this?
high blood pressure. Nigga eyes look like his eyes was red. His eyes swole up, got red.
I was like,
This nigga had to drink like 5 gallons of water to fucking get his pressure down.
yo, I don't mess with Popeyes no more.
Yo, that chicken sandwich was good, but made me not feel good the next day.
No.
Yes, that
There
would
was
be the
something
high
wrong.
blood
That's-
pressure.
No, it
That's-
wasn't that. It was
that's
something in my
fast food.
stomach.
It's
Right.
It
fast
was something in my
Right.
stomach. It was something in my
This is
stomach. That
fast
wasn't
food.
right. Shit wasn't right.
Yeah. I
This
had a
is fast
Chick-fil-A
food.
this weekend. That Chick-fil-A is delicious, nigga. That grilled spicy chicken sandwich.
That
With
racism and
pepper jack.
homophobia is delicious.
I know. But
Um,
chicken is
oh,
so
look,
good.
That
hold up.
homophobia
hold up.
with sauce is
I-
amazing.
Hold up. All I know is that I had some delicious waffle fries, and I had a chicken sandwich with pepper jack cheese. I don't know anything about no homophobia or none of that racism shit.
Yo,
'Cause
I'm
when you take
incredibly.
'cause when you take the first bite, nigga, you don't even think about none of that shit. It's so delicious. That chicken
Y'all-
sandwich is
I'm
a dream.
incredibly guilty of disregarding all of that. Whenever I'm in Connecticut, that's the only place I think about eating.
As someone who does not eat chicken or beef, I'm really trying to wrap my head around it being that delicious.
It really is good.
It really is that
It
good.
really is good.
It's unbelievable.
A Chick-fil-A
It really
sandwich
is.
is delicious. I'm sorry. Them racists can make some good shit.
And that Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
man, I gotta read.
I don't know if they're racist. They're homophobic. They're definitely homophobic. They've
Yeah.
made some very, very horrible.
Yeah, it's hard to say
remarks.
racist because just recently, 2 black women have become owners of Chick-fil-A.
Mm. We got to give at least 5 of those to the women, make them black. So, it
And
can
one
be
woman,
all,
well, one
you know.
woman owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and
Well,
she's like under 30, I think,
we
in New
can't
York?
let her
they're
have
not-
any
they're
more.
not
No, no.
racist.
and
They're not
somewhere out west.
Oh,
They are homo. They do not like the LGBT community.
I don't
They're
know if it's that
Christian.
they don't like. They just don't.
Yeah,
agree
Christian.
with
They don't
their
believe in
whole-
it.
They don't want to believe in their lifestyle. So I don't know.
It would taste better if they were open on Sunday. You're very right, Jorge. You're very right.
Hey,
We don't open
we
on
play-
Sunday.
Can I play a video? It's an old video,
All right, play one.
but it's a funny video. And I think most of us feel this way about pranks.
Ray, what up?
What up, Ray?
अब नहीं करूँगा सॉरी मजाक कर रहे थे यार
He said, I don't play that YouTube prank shit.
Yes.
Oh, slapped the taste out his mouth.
He's
I don't know if that was-
He smacked the sound out of him.
his mama felt that shit.
Yo, his whole jaw clicked when he hit that nigga. Though. His jaw
What-
clicked.
Hey,
Whatever he
walked
said,
up
he
on him
didn't
soft.
hear any of it because his ears were ringing too
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
He heard none of it.
He was
Was
He
that a
walked up on
punch
him
or a
soft
slap?
too. He was like,
See, you don't
Smack!
listen.
That was a
You don't-
slap.
Let me tell you something. That his mistake was you don't walk up on any Asian dude walking like that. If his back is straight like that, he is ready. He is ready. He is ready.
I'm gonna submit that a smack to a man is worse than a punch.
That
Well,
that
smacked
kind of
shit out of
smack, yes, for
he
sure.
smacked shit out of him.
It's
Because
more
you didn't-
disrespectful than a punch.
it kind of lets you know, like, I don't want anything to do with his punch. Like that smack was enough.
Because you see how he just stopped. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!" Nah, he's
That was
like,
discipline.
he had to realign his jaw after that smack. He had to
He was
fucking
like,
kind of jiggle his shit a
this
little
guy.
bit.
He
Yo,
should have smacked that other dude too.
he said, what's the man? He slapped the Sonic coins out his ass. Yeah, he did. Ring, ring. No doubt. Exactly.
Is my video not in there in the queue?
Oh,
I didn't see a
what's
video
up.
in there.
Let me see. I see 2 videos in here.
I put a couple of videos.
You
I don't
do?
know if I put them.
Yeah,
Maybe I need to
didn't-
refresh.
I put them in the
don't see
chat.
it.
I don't know if I put them in the folder.
You didn't put them in the folder. That's great. Thanks.
Well, Vin, you
Good
said you
time.
took care of my video. That's why I'm asking.
Shit.
He lied.
You lied.
He lied.
You lied. You lied.
He lied. He
Give me a
definitely
second. I
lied.
can take care. I can
All
take care of it right now. Keep talking.
No,
while
no.
I do that.
I took care of it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
among yourselves.
All right. While he does that, I'm gonna play one more video.
I'll play
Sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
Oh, not all time, people. Oh, not all time. I pee on people. I'm a pisser, not a tire.
This was the most honest he was in this entire interview. I don't know how to hog tie people. I believe you. I believe you, R. Kelly.
That's not my bag, Gail. That's not my bag.
Oh, can we watch
Where-
it one more time? Hold on. Oh,
Okay, well, I have something to say after we watch this. Okay.
Sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
What would I
I don't know how to hog tie people.
What would I hog-tie? I ain't got no rope.
Oh Jesus! Sorry, man.
I got pee-pee, Gail.
Yeah.
Where's the Woody Allen interview?
It's coming. Did you see the documentary?
I watched
Yeah.
all 4
No,
parts of
it's
it.
out.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it. It was a little too heavy because I was like, I'm not gonna watch this, but I will watch it.
Woody Allen walks. I'm waiting for the Gail interview.
Have you read the account of what actually happened?
I did. I think I talked about this maybe a year ago
Yeah,
when I can't think of the daughter's name right now.
Dylan.
Dylan. And then what's her brother's name?
Ronan.
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 He corroborated what she was saying, and that the I think it was the Connecticut DA had just brushed it under the rug. So I'm glad that this is out.
Well, here's the thing. So here's what he's accused of, right? So at the point where this supposedly happened, he was separated from Mia Farrow because he had started a relationship with 22-year-old Sun Yi. He went to this Connecticut residence to visit his 2 children, and this is when he decided to molest his daughter. So, like, the timing just doesn't even really make sense, right?
Are you presuming that this was the only time?
Well, that's the accusation. That is the accusation.
The only time.
That is the accusation.
Okay, I'll have to watch it.
That this is when it happened. This is when the molestation happened. He had his head in her lap. What was
the part about them going up to the attic?
So that's a discrepancy. He says it didn't happen. They said it happened.
I'm just saying,
Mia Farrow is not the greatest example of a mom. What I heard is that she's adopted several children over her lifetime. She's adopted children. Sun Yi and Moses are among them. The 2 Asian kids who say that they were treated badly, Sun Yi and Moses.
By her.
And of the children that she adopted, 3 of them committed suicide.
Is that true?
Kind of fucking House of Horrors.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Why is that not in the documentary? My thing is why was Woody Allen allowed to make 25 or more movies since these accusations? He's made 25 movies.
Because he's white.
But R. Kelly can't drop a single.
Wait a minute. Look, wait a minute.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm not
condoning what R. Kelly did.
You just did.
What I'm saying is Woody Allen's still working. Still.
Okay, so let's get to Woody Allen, but not let R. Kelly can't continue to flourish out here just because Woody Allen has not been prosecuted.
I don't even know how to hog tie. Hog tie. I don't even know how to hog tie. This motherfucker.
You're not comparing apples to oranges, and you can't make those sort of correlations because they're not the same
Woody
thing.
Allen so R. Kelly's a pedophile, but Woody Allen's not.
Well, here's the thing about R. Kelly, right? We actually have evidence of him marrying an underage girl.
Oh,
him having
not
him,
an underage.
No, she was 22 years old.
But my body,
right? Because he started dating her when she was 22 and not 17. Because he started dating her when she was 17. So he's been dating an underage girl that he ultimately married.
No, he wasn't dating her at 17.
He was dating her at 17.
No,
documented. Go look it up.
No, I did look it up.
Go look it up. 17.
I did look it up, and I actually. And there's only been one article written about an interview with Sun Yi. There's only been one. She's only talked once, and it just came out, and I read it. There wasn't a relationship at 22 years old. At 17 years old.
Does she even have a voice?
Mia Farrow was clear about that they were dating while Sun Yi was in high school. Watch the documentary.
Didn't happen.
It's clear. Watch the documentary, my guy.
According to the 2 people involved in the relationship, it didn't happen. I don't know what her story is. I'm just saying their story is that didn't happen.
I didn't start seeing Woody until
So
I was
I can't say that either one of them is fact, but I can say that they say that they didn't start their relationship until she was 22 years old.
They say it's happening.
And in college.
So L, you want me to play your video now? Because I successfully uploaded it.
Well, this is really really not a great time to play it, but I'll give a little bit of context. For all of you have had nights where you had too much to drink and had to realize the effects of that the day after.
That's never happened to me.
Maybe it's Miller time. Maybe it's Lowenbrow.
What the fuck happened to your tooth?
Where the fuck is my tooth?
I don't know. Somebody.
Tooth gone. Tooth is gone. She went looking tooth and nail for that tooth.
You know what's so funny? I actually have a tooth story.
Oh my God.
So
this nigga is secretly the tooth fairy.
Yeah, basically. So I'm out in Nashville and we're drinking, and should I reveal this person? I'll just say person was out with us. And this person went.
Hold on. Any story that starts with "I was out in Nashville drinking," it's always going to be a good one.
And this person, and actually, someone that you all know was there that night. JP was there, and she takes this person into the roller rink after this person had been drinking what we called the Puerto Rican Kid, which was the cheapest rum you could drink, and we got like a gallon of it for like $10. So this person is drinking with us. Like we've sort of built a resistance to this. So this person starts drinking with us and it's like, oh man, I've been drinking since I was 2. I'm like, all right,
smoke dog.
Exactly. So this person, after drinking several drinks of Puerto Rican Kid, decides to go roller skating with JP.
Oh, God. And roller skate.
We're still in the car laughing, talking. I don't know how much time has passed, maybe 30, 45 minutes. JP brings this person back out and says, oh no, maybe I'm the only one in the car drinking. JP brings this person out and says, we have to go to the emergency room. He lost his tooth because he had been roller skating and fell face down onto the floor. Tooth pops out.
Oh my God.
Little white kid apparently brings the tooth to one of my friends and says, here's his tooth. So
you go to the emergency room for that?
Yeah, we take the person, the tooth, and we sit in the emergency room until they put it in to his mouth. But then he has to go to the dentist the following day or the following couple of days.
The tooth is gone.
Yeah, the tooth was cracked. And that person had to wind up getting like a filler or whatever it was. Yeah. But yeah,
the tooth is gone.
Missing teeth after a drunken night. That's some real stuff, man.
That looks painful too.
Mm-hmm.
After the pandemic.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've never been that fucked up. Well, yeah, I've been blackout. I've been blackout before.
Can I tell this story? Like, you remember back in the day, we used to hang out at Neil's house when his parents were out of town.
Yeah.
So I'm like probably 17 or 18 years old. And we were in a blunt circle. We're sitting in like patio chairs in his backyard. And at least 3 blunts are going around in a circle. And it's like, as soon as you hit the blunt and you pass it to the next person, another blunt is coming around. I'm fucked up. So I decide, I'm like, look, I got to take a piss. And I go by the fence. And I'm taking a piss. And I look over and my friend is standing next to me. And I smile at him. And then I fucking pass out. just fall backwards like a dead body. I fall backwards. My dick is still out in my hand. Right?
Wait, are you still pissing?
No, I was pissing or piss stopped. I don't know what happened. Honestly, maybe I didn't stop pissing. I don't know.
This nigga's body just shut down.
My body shut down.
Someone pulled
with no warning. It was a blue screen. The red circle of death. I don't know, whatever reference you want to use for mechanical shutdown. And luckily, the girl that I was fucking with at the time was at this same party because they had to call her over to have her put my dick back in my pants before they carried me into the house.
Yo, you know what I just thought? If you were there just with dudes, you would have just been there till you woke up.
Exactly. I ain't touching them.
Oh well.
EMS would have came. Could someone put a blanket on them? For Jesus Christ!
That's
what kind of frenzy?
They would have put a towel over my dick, and I'd have just been there till
this guy a towel or something.
Yo, God bless her for being in the right place at the right time for you.
Yeah. She looked out. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it.
Oh, we got names.
She ain't watching this.
Oh.
She deserves a text message.
She does.
She got more important things to do.
Oh, she the dick whisperer.
Well, that night she was. She was like, they were like, please put his dick in his pants, or else we're gonna have to leave him here.
Hi, did you get caught at a party with your dick out?
Get wet by the sprinklers in the morning.
Log on to coveringdicks.com.
Sir, oh my God, this man is penis is out here. Jesus Christ. Just find you with your shit out on wherever the fuck you was at. Oh my God. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've had some drunk nights, man. That's wake up the next day, you don't even know the fuck you at.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You just know you're alive and your head is probably pounding. That's that drinking that old corn liquor and shit back in school.
Waking up and turning around, not sure who's next to you.
Oh,
I've never been that drunk.
I have.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I woke up. You know what's so crazy? I woke up in somebody else's apartment that I have no idea who that person was, and they had cats, and there's a smell that cats have. That
cat piss. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I hate that smell. I literally hate that smell. It like forces me to retch.
This nigga's like, I must have been really drunk to come in this pissy ass apartment last night.
Exactly. So when I get up and I leave and I get back to my apartment, I don't even remember getting to my apartment. I somehow like transported to my apartment. So I'm like, why do I smell that smell? And I'm showering like ferociously. And for the whole week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, I'm like, that smell is still in my mind. Not I didn't smell it on me. I just in my mind, you know, you kind of like, I'm like, where was I? I just had no idea. So then maybe 2 months later, I'm out with the same friends and they go, oh, the one guy goes, yeah, you passed out at my house. I was like, what? I don't even know you. He's like, yeah, I live here. And it was like, oh my, and he just said he has cats. I'm like, oh my God, that was your apartment. Yeah,
shame on you when you come through too. Exactly. The old dirty bastard. Brooklyn.
That was one of the nights I was like, all right, you got to slow down because he could have easily killed me.
Yeah.
Or had sex with you.
Or that, or worse. Or worse.
You're not gonna remember any of this in the morning.
He could have killed me. Or worse.
Hold up.
You might have had cat sex.
You know what? You know what the cat piss was?
I think the cat R. Kelly'd me.
I don't even know how the hogs I am. Yo, have you ever been super drunk but you knew you was in a bad situation? Excuse me, and sobered yourself up to get out of it?
Yes, I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
I have absolutely been in that
Yeah, it's
situation.
called being stopped by the police when you've been drinking.
That's
too
what I was
much.
about to say.
Oh, no.
That was usually the scenario.
Yeah, shit. Everybody's been there at least once.
I don't even know if
You
I
know.
should tell the story, but I was hanging out with this couple, and we would, went back to their place and chilling,
Oh shit.
and they start,
Cuckold.
yeah, they start rolling. They start rolling some blunts,
This nigga said,
but then I see them sprinkling stuff in the blunt. I'm like,
Crack
wait,
cocaine.
what?
It was catnip. It was catnip.
No, they're smoking woods. I'm like,
oh, we gonna
Yeah.
fuck this nigga in his asshole.
I'm
She like
going.
to watch me fuck niggas in the ass.
I was like, nah. You know what, guys? I'm gonna head home. I think I've had too much.
What, you don't want to smoke any woods with us?
Yeah. I was like, yo. Again, another night. I was like, I'm living too wild out here.
Yo, Elle was linking. Are they really sprinkling cocaine or cracking in that shit? Or am I bugging right now? Like, how many drinks did I have? Is they just making a motion? You know, because the motherfuckers is doing some shit like this.
Right.
Why are you? I saw you put the weed in the blunt, but why are you doing this now over the blunt? Like, what? No.
It was like my interior team was like, okay, we need to start the ship back up because this is going left really fast.
No.
And yeah, I got out of there.
That nigga Elle would have woke up smelling worse. He'd have been
Not
smelling
my
like
type of
human
party.
piss.
Yeah,
You'd have smelled like human piss, not no cat piss. You'd have been the urinal cake that night.
Right. It was like, I'm not ready for this type of party.
Go ahead and piss on him. He's here for the night. They gonna drug this nigga up, and now he just why? I feel like I'm in the mountains and all that mist. No, that's piss, sir.
Right, exactly.
Being urinated on.
Then I'm on
Oh shit.
Access Hollywood with a tape.
Extra. Look at this guy getting pissed on at a party.
Right.
Extra.
Billy Bush.
I've never woken up in a place and not known where I was, but I have woken up with regret. Like I really should not have done that.
Oh, yeah, that's.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah, I call that my 20s.
I wish I wasn't here right now. Yeah,
my early 20s, especially.
Yeah, mostly that.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Mompy. The sound of the mompy.
Do we have another video?
I don't think so, because nobody put any videos up in here.
Oh,
I
we
didn't
actually
put the
get out here
video-
in an hour.
Hold on a second. I didn't put the video up of the girl dancing on a car. Oh, I gotta send you that. No,
Nah,
she
you
was
can put
jumping
it
on
in
the
there.
car.
Oh
I
my
gotta
god!
send
You know what? I know what to send you next week.
What's that?
It's a video of the girls dancing to Young Gotti and Meek Mill's song, and the chorus goes "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." It's hilarious to me.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I know I sent you these. No, I did send you these videos, Vin. All right, we're gonna do them right now. It's all right.
You know, while you're looking for that, we definitely want to bring somebody on stage with us. So if anybody, I don't know if it's today, but because we're probably not equipped for that. But one of these days, guys, I want you guys to be camera ready so we can get you on stage. You could be the 5th member of the show.
Absolutely.
Get you on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is still the stage.
Coming to the stage.
Coming to the stage, guys. Okay, don't be cheap with your dollars, guys. Okay, we've got Diamond. She's sexy. She's hot. All right, we've got a drink special right now. 4 shots and a Budweiser. Don't be cheap, guys. Diamond.
And an old duels. Yeah, I'm glad you made me listen to the Survive and Vend that episode 3.
That was a great
That was a
episode.
great episode, yo.
Yeah. That's right, guys.
The thing about it was like we were all there. It was experiential.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Horrible.
Yeah.
We all had a different perspective,
Yeah.
different view of the situation.
Surviving
It was
Vin's
good.
birthday.
Listen, you
That was
guys
good.
guys out there watching us, man. I know you guys. You come to the live, man. You got to start spreading the word and have these people go back and listen to these stuff. Because I got a chance. I went down to Maryland to see a friend of mine this weekend and listen to the episodes going down there and coming back up, man. And I got through about 9 of them. I skipped through some of them, but it's a lot of funny stuff that we were doing back then. And it was 2018. It's 2 years today. I said that earlier. It's 2 years today, and it's just to listen to a different perspective, because back then we weren't on fucking lockdown like we are now. So it's like, yeah, man.
Jason is back.
What's up, Jason?
Yo, what up, Jay?
I'm gonna throw up this video really quick. I think we might have watched this before. It's possible, but
it's likely.
It's there. All right, let's watch it.
I'm moving my whole family on a block like this, just so they can hate each other in the same neighborhood. Niggas, man. Niggas.
Niggas be trifling.
When your white coworker gets a little too comfortable.
Niggas be trifling.
Niggas be trifling.
Niggas be trifling. What? Roger,
like, what's going on? And when he's
wow,
that's crazy.
Leon would have crashed the car into a hydrant and killed him.
I mean, you punch him in the face, but he's your friend. Like,
no, I would have stopped the car. Who was driving?
He was driving. The black guy was driving.
Oh no,
the white guy was driving.
Oh, well, I gotta get to my destination.
That video is funny.
That shit is racist. Ain't nothing funny about racism, unless you're drinking some Basil Hayden and doing it.
So should we bring the conversation about black male privilege into?
Why not?
Before we get to
This
that,
arena.
can we talk about Kirk Franklin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
GP, are you
That's
with
not
me?
tea time. That's not tea time.
Big titties, are you with me?
I don't want to talk about the Kirk Franklin portion of it. I more want to talk about
Pornhub, are you with me?
As a parent.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about parents talking to their child the way that he talked to his son, even no matter the age? Would you talk to your child that way?
It depends.
Depends what the child did.
Yeah.
If my child required that kind of language, and I don't know.
I'm at the mindset. I don't know if I would talk to my child that way, because I was thinking, I got really upset with my oldest one day because I thought he was talking to my wife reckless.
Right.
So I immediately I just jumped up, like levitated up, like, are you serious? And he said he wasn't talking to her. And because I was not 100% sure, I had to, take it back or to take it down. And then the next day I actually told him, listen, even if you said something out of the way, I don't want our relationship to be based on that type of interaction. But
what
I want
if
you to know,
I wasn't talking to you, nigga? Mind's your business.
Well, then,
that's different, right?
He would be missing a neck right now. But
nigga,
that's what I'm saying.
Talking to you, mind your fucking.
But
yeah, why you being such a bitch?
I think the parents sort of. Can you imagine?
I was talking to this bitch, not you.
Oh man!
Wow.
So see, that takes it to that takes it to a different level.
But that's what I'm saying. I think though that the parents sort of set the stage for that. That
right.
As long as you don't talk to your child, that when you give them an outlet to be able to communicate and express themselves, where they don't feel like they have to be disrespectful. Because I always tell my kids, you can say whatever you have to say as long as it's not disrespectful.
I'm sorry. These kids are too soft. These kids are too soft. I just read this, what he said. It's too soft. These kids are too soft. They too soft.
What do you mean?
Soft. They're too soft. They're too soft.
You read what he said?
I read what the Sun said about Kirk Franklin. They too soft. Okay. These kids is too soft. They like the amount of bullshit we had to endure as kids from our parents was absolutely correct when we were out of pocket.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you feel like it was abusive in any way?
What's abusive? I was being a little shit.
No, hold on. I said
I can tell you what's abusive. Hold on. I can tell you what's abusive.
Hold on. Is it? I'm asking Mac, do you feel like it was abusive in any way?
No.
Okay.
I was being a little shit and I deserved it.
Wait. Hold on.
Hold
on, Alaric. What's your question? Do you think what is abusive?
If he felt abused, how do you say no, you're being soft? That was the appropriate level of being stern, or the appropriate level of discipline. If you felt abused, how do you tell him that? If your parent yells at you and tells you you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit,
I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
I'll put my foot in your ass. For some people,
if I say I'm gonna
it's not. But hold on.
That's what Kirk said. That's what Kirk said.
Yeah.
Imagine if that is your entire relationship with your father. Is I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. And did he say something about him being a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
If that is the entire relationship that you have with your father, and you say that you feel like you're being abused, how can I say you're not? I don't have that kind of relationship with my father. My father's not talking to me like that.
Right.
Because you ain't a little shit.
No, but that's not the point.
Am I a little shit? Why am I a little shit? Because you're talking to me in that way? No. And I've rebelled against it?
Because your behavior is outside the norms of what is acceptable over an extended period of time, where I felt like I need to call you a little shit because you have been misbehaving to a point, whereas I am throwing up my hands and I don't necessarily know how to respond to you. That's why you're a little shit.
You'll change your thinking as your child gets older.
I remember being in third grade. I remember being in third grade, and one of my classmates, his mom came in and beat his ass in front of the class with an extension cord.
Wow.
Mercilessly.
And that nigga is a Supreme Court justice today.
I don't know what he's doing, but I do know that he has to have some PTSD.
Doctor, lawyer, Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm just
but does that make you adjusted?
Right.
Does that make you well?
I'm not saying it makes you adjusted. What I'm saying is the whole the whole idea of we can't touch our kids and ever put our hands on them ever is also not the right answer.
That is not.
It's also not the right answer.
That it's not.
You're talking like a new parent right now.
You'll change your mind. Listen, you'll change your mind as your child gets older.
I can't front. You new parents do get on my nerves.
This whole no discipline shit. This whole we're never gonna discipline.
No.
Our kids. Nobody whatever the fuck we want to do.
Nobody said that.
Do you think there's a difference between discipline and abuse?
I do.
Okay, so maybe beating your child with an extension cord in front of their classmates, which is not only it's not only humiliating but physically painful, might be abusive.
Did you ever? So you never got hit in front of any of your friends? Hold on, you never got your ass beat in front of.
I have.
So stop talking that shit, Rick. Stop talking that shit, Rick. You got your ass beat in front of your friends. That's not different.
But
that's not different.
You're assuming that I don't think that it was abusive.
Do you think it was? No, I'm not thinking you. I'm not assuming shit. I'm just saying,
but
you did something that warranted it.
But you're saying that I shouldn't say anything about it because I had that happen to me. But you're assuming that I don't think that it was abusive.
Hey, Yolanda. What's up, Matt?
When in actuality, I do. And I've actually confronted my mother about that. Because there's a difference between disciplining your child and hitting them out of anger.
Right.
And you'll eventually get to that understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You'll eventually get to that understanding. And
everybody on this call got their ass beat.
That doesn't make it right. That's the whole point. As we grow and evolve as individuals and human beings, we understand more appropriate ways to deal.
So do you feel
discipline.
that? All right. So here's my question: do you feel that any of you got more than 80% of what you actually deserved for being a badass kid?
I don't.
But
does
I
that
don't know
matter?
what that means. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
In other words, of all the beatings that you got, do you feel that it exceeded 80% of what you deserved?
I don't know. I don't know what that number means. I can tell you this. I can tell you this. There are specific memories that I have of being disciplined that I know came out of anger and not of correction.
What are you basing that on? That it came out of anger instead of correction.
Basically,
I was there,
and you got the ass beat.
And so you didn't do anything.
I was there.
And
no, I didn't do anything because I was a child.
Yeah.
You know what helped me pivot my thinking, and this is when I was young. It was just kids. We were actually having a similar conversation about everybody gets their ass beat or whatever. And one of the ladies that was there said, "My parents have never hit me," and I said, "Why?" Because I'm not a savage. They didn't say she didn't get disciplined.
Right.
She got grounded, but they never beat her. And that's sort of what guided me in terms of my own parenting. Like I punch my sons when I'm like, yo, y'all out of control. And that's like a quick correction.
Punch them in the face?
No, in the chest. Like, yo, straighten up. But I'm not getting a belt. I'm not getting I'm not squaring up with my kids.
Throat chopping.
Because I understand that they are human beings, and I'm not trying to pass on the trauma that I experience to them.
It's true. Like most of the time that I was disciplined was proper discipline. That's a majority of the time. But that's not to say that I am not keenly aware of situations where I was disciplined, I was hit out of anger and frustration. And you know the difference.
But if they were frustrated, that means that there was a litany of things that they let you get away with that built up.
No, not just frustrated with you, frustrated with life. And that's the difference.
That is absolutely the difference.
Frustrated because you remind them of the partner that's no longer there.
Or everything else in the world is pulling them apart. And you have pulled the last straw. Like you are, I mean, I love my mother to death. And I know that my mother would do anything for me. But I definitely, because that's how she was kinder to me than her mother was to her. That's just the real. She was more loving and nurturing to me than her mother was to her. And she's trying to correct. So I have to understand what my upbringing was and those things that were not okay. And I have to not do that with my children.
My mother may have hit me 3 times in my entire life.
That's probably why you like this.
And every time I deserved it. Every single time. I remember the last time my mother hit me, I
probably needed more beatings.
I was damn near grown. And we were in Century 21 and she was shopping. And I was talking crazy to my mother. And I was like, this why and that's why. And I was like, And my mother reached around and we were talking, and she was, you know how you go in between the hangers? And I was talking crazy, and then I said some crazy shit to her. And my mother reached over, backhand smacked me as hard as she could, and went the fuck back to shopping. And I tell you, to this day, I can feel that shit like it was 5 minutes ago. But I will tell you, I deserve that shit.
That's
My
not
mouth
abuse, though. That's correction.
Completely out of pocket.
That's correction. Now,
That's correction.
If she had taken a hanger and went ham on you,
yeah, that's abuse.
I had it coming.
No, but
you're using that example,
right,
to define everyone's experience.
I'm not defining everyone's experience, but what I'm also saying is
smack to the face and what you described is not abusive.
Right, but also letting that go and letting that slide would not have been acceptable either.
Wait, you let it slide? Are you saying you let your mom slide on that?
No. No, I'm
That's
saying
what it sounds like.
No.
Yeah, you got that one, Mom.
I'll tell you,
but next time,
that one. I'll tell you what.
But I'll tell you
time
what.
you raise your hand, you're gonna have a problem.
Look. He did one of these shit. He went. All right. I got you. Wait till we get in the parking lot, though. I'm fucking you up. Fucking you up in the parking lot, Mom.
No, I'm just saying, Mom letting me slide would have not been acceptable, and that wouldn't have been okay either. And what I'm hearing is that
no, what I'm saying is she probably let you slide
acceptable.
Based on the experiences that I've had. She let you slide.
Well, first of all, you got 3 older brothers, and I guarantee you they did not have the same experience.
Yo, Matt, go watch something else, man, because we're grown folks. We talk about some serious stuff occasionally, bro.
Damn, he's smacking listeners.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that foolishness right now.
All right, Matt, come hang out with us.
No, go hang out with somebody else.
His name is Matt Furman, and we haven't
exactly. We've had this conversation before. You know I don't mess with Furman. Exactly.
We haven't abused him earlier.
We did.
He's getting a pass.
No, we did. We did. Yes, okay. We did.
All right.
Damn, well, Matt, thanks for coming by.
Matt, Matt, we love you. I'm standing
hugs. Sir. Good night, sir.
All right.
Vinny is not here to perform at your behest.
Wow.
Whoa. Somebody
get real sometimes.
Somebody smack Leon because he's
yeah, please do. And I'll hit you with some of this post-traumatic disorder that I
got. Yeah, so where were we?
Feed a hungry child with care, food for life. My Ice Cube.
No, it ain't wow, bro. It's just like if you're gonna come in here, gonna have a conversation, but don't try to dictate what's gonna happen on this stage.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't like you talking about Vinny saved this as if we can't have a conversation like real human beings.
All right. Well, I was going to ask Matt to come in and do some photo work for us when this is all over. But hey, you know.
No, Matt, bring Matt on the stage so he can entertain us.
Well, I don't know if he's coming now. Anyway,
that was funny.
That was to all of us except Matt.
Oh Lord, have His mercy. Oh man. What?
Hey
what
Matt, how you doing, man? What are you doing up so early? What are you doing up so late?
What is Mac doing?
Eating.
I'm gonna text him.
What you said? Eating?
Yeah, he's eating.
Oh,
Matt, you eating? Mac, you eating?
He's gonna throw up in a corner and cry.
What you eating?
I'm not fighting with y'all niggas.
Oh yeah, he's got a mouthful. I heard that. Pollo loco. Wait till after the show. So should we talk about black male privilege?
I don't know. Let's ask Matt.
The thing we didn't get to. Hey Matt, can we talk about that?
Hey Matt, is that okay?
It's cool with you?
Since he's an EP on the show now. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Matt's an
Leon, what are you
executive
drinking over
producer
there,
on the
Leon?
show.
Leon, what are you drinking over there?
Rowan's Creek. This has been brought to you by Rowan's Creek.
I thought it was Mad as Hell whiskey.
My belligerence is brought to you by Old Forester.
Old
Oh,
Forester.
Forester. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
So apparently, Old Forester is like the oldest continuous Kentucky bourbon.
Mm.
They never stopped making this.
What
Even
black
during
person did they steal that from? You know they stole that recipe from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's Forester.
No, but what black person did they steal it from?
Yeah, of course. Exactly.
The slave's name was Forrester.
Yeah, they stole his name too.
Well, just call it after him, and what's he gonna do? Sue
They
us?
stole it from young Forrester, from older Forrester.
Mbuku Forrester.
Matt, you're in Cali? Where are you? Don't tell me you live there now.
He outside Leon house.
Let's wait.
Sicario.
Let's wait.
Exactly.
So here's the thing we didn't get to when we were talking about the black male privilege.
Put some context around it. Put some context around it.
Put some context to it.
Somebody else put context around it. I'm too lazy right now.
Weren't we just talking about this?
We were. So all right. So during this week's episode that we just recorded before we do the live, we were talking about a woman in 2008 created something called the Black Male Privilege Checklist, and basically it's a list of things that black males have a privilege around that we ignore and that we don't validate the same way that white people don't validate their privilege in the same way. And we were discussing whether this is real or imagined, how much we agree with it, the various different points she was making, and we're happy to share that link with everybody. And you can see this black male checklist, which is really, really interesting. And so we were talking about that.
So here's what I ultimately wanted to get to in that conversation is that she was only interested in the points that black male privilege exists. She didn't talk about black female straight American privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they also
absolutely
had privilege. Her first language is English. That is a privilege. Her being born in America is a privilege. And you have to really understand all of that, because that has to be part of the conversation. Because it's not about whether we relinquish this privilege or not, but we have to understand that it exists. Yes, it does exist, but it exists for every straight black American-born woman as well. They have a form of privilege, not that it is to the level of white male straight privilege.
Right. So two things. One, to your point earlier, is that it's not a blame game, right? It's just pointing out that these are different opportunities where black male privilege is able to trump any other space that a woman might occupy.
Right.
And the other thing is and I mentioned this in the pre-production meeting yesterday, we as individuals move from privileged to underprivileged in any given space that we occupy. So in a day, we could move through several different stages of or I guess elevations of privilege. Because if we are in a white predominantly space, then our privilege may shrink. If we're in a heteronormative space, then our privilege might increase. So it just all depends. And I think the beauty of what she's doing or the list is just for us to realize that we are benefiting from certain privileges that we don't even know or we don't even recognize because it's natural to us. Like if I sit in a space where I feel like, oh, I might be not as privileged because I'm in a white male dominated space and they're having access based on nepotism that I might not have or just based on relationships. But then in that same space, there's a black woman who's thinking that I have more leverage over her.
Right.
So I think that it's incumbent upon all of us as we start to think in a more elevated space or consciousness, is to think about how do our privileges in different spaces make us. How should they inform our decisions and how we help other people feel more equalized in the space?
Use your privilege to open up.
Exactly.
To open up that circle.
Right.
Yeah, I think that is important to understand. Like, I can't be blamed for the system that we lived in because I didn't create it.
But if we're perpetuating it, we need to be called down on it.
Right.
Which goes back to several shows that we've done talking about, do black men protect black women?
Because ultimately, this system is not to our benefit, right? Although we may see some benefit from it, it's ultimately not to benefit us. So what little privilege we do have, how do we help others gain? Because we're hoping that other people do that for us, right? So how do we play the game?
Right.
How do we enter the game? Do we want our counterparts, whether it's racial or sexual preference or gender, we want them to help open those doors that we don't have access to. So how do we make sure that we're opening doors that they don't have access to?
Right. Let me share this. This is something I heard that was provocative in one of the Clubhouse rooms. And this was directed towards black men who tend to lean into their misogyny. That black men love pussy but hate black women.
Really?
Based on what? Based on what?
That black men don't show up for black women. And we love to be in between their legs, but this was said by a black woman. I'm just putting it out, like I said, to be provocative.
A black man or a black woman said that?
A black woman said
that.
Black
woman said that. There's a black woman that said that.
I think it's a very complicated conversation because, again, when we look at situations where we're talking about George Floyd, or we're talking about Philando Castile, we're talking about Freddie Gray, we see the movement led by black women for activism. But when we talk about Breonna Taylor, or we talk about Sandra Bland, again, the activism, like the actual street putting boots on the ground, again, led by black women. So that's not to say that's not hold on. It's not to say that you don't have an Al Sharpton out there or Crump or what's that guy?
Lee Merritt.
Cornell, not Cornell West. Cornell X. What's the guy from Texas? Muslim brother.
Oh, I'm not gonna call his name, but I know you're talking about.
I know, yeah. They are out there, but they are not leading this grassroots movement to get the attention. I'm not like a huge Al Sharpton fan, but what Al Sharpton is good at is being a mouthpiece and getting attention.
He's a lightning rod.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Is everybody, is their role the same in any movement? Is anybody's role the same in any movement? Should everyone be a foot soldier in a movement?
What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is if there's a movement, even when we're talking about the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever movement it is everybody's job to be out in the street protesting?
No.
It's yes or no question. It's yes or no question.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Everyone has a different position to play.
Everyone has a different position. So if everybody has a different position, and if our population of women are going to elicit a better response by being on the front line than necessarily for us than us being on the front line, no different like in Portland when those moms of all colors stepped out there and stood out there and said Black Lives Matter, and it was a row of white moms protecting Black lives because they knew they were going to be treated differently because they were white. Does that mean that we should all be trying to fill that role? No, everybody's got to fill that role. Everybody's got to play their position.
What that means is that we weren't willing to put our lives and our bodies on the line to say that you cannot do this to Black women in the same way that they are willing to do for us.
Based on what? Based on what are you saying that we're not willing to put our lives on the line? Based on what? Because somebody said that?
Okay. No.
Because somebody made that statement.
Look. Why wasn't Sandra Bland, why wasn't she the lightning rod? Why wasn't Eleanor Bumpers the lightning rod? Why wasn't Breonna Taylor the lightning rod? It was only until a Black man died like that. If you listen to the media and you talk about what is the most media driven message, Black man dies at the hand of white police.
Eleanor Bumpers.
Okay.
Can I respond to it? You asked me a question. Eleanor Bumpers, Sandra Bland, and Breonna Taylor. None of the three of them did we have a 10-minute murder porn video of it happening. George Floyd we did. So it wasn't that it was because George Floyd was a man. It's because it was so blatant and it was recorded and shown on the media 1,000 times a day that it transformed the entire world's thinking and logic, because this is blatantly wrong.
Was George Floyd the first time we took to the streets?
No, but right. George Floyd was the first time we had other people taking to the streets with us, and that's what made the difference. George Floyd was this generation's, and I hate to make these comparisons, this generation's is the closest thing that they had, and 10 times worse. This was their Rodney King moment.
Okay.
It wasn't until Rodney King happened. Was Rodney King the only thing that happened? No, but we had the whole situation. It was so blatant. And this one was so blatant.
Let me tell you,
that is why the response that it got.
The era of Rodney King, there was a 15-year-old girl that got murdered by a Korean store owner over an argument over juice, right?
I remember that.
Also on camera. But again, it was not the lightning rod that got us. And the thing is, like, I'm just trying to get us to the point where we're saying we are not accepting of the death of a Black woman at the hand of this institution in the same way we're not accepting of the death of a Black man in this institution. This institution.
So let me retort.
We have to get to that place, and that is real protection.
Do you know
if we're supposed to be the gender of strength,
do you know
that's what we have to do?
It's 2021. Do you know which video still keeps me up at night today?
I don't know what video keeps you up at. Is it a fisting video?
I set myself up for that.
Two girls with a red cup. Two girls with a red cup.
I set myself up.
That keeps
I
me
did.
up at night.
I did. I set myself up for that one. All right.
You did.
Fisting video.
Tamir Rice.
Surprise fisting video. Oh, sorry.
Tamir Rice.
Surprise.
I don't know why there wasn't more outrage and why people weren't in the street for the death of this young boy.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that video a gazillion times. I don't know how many watched. I may go watch it tonight. That video upset me so much because it was a little boy outside playing with a BB gun, and they rolled out the car and shot him like a gang hit. And there was no response. There was a mild response. There wasn't the same outrage for Tamir Rice that there was for Trayvon Martin. And they had it on video. These cops got out of the car and shot this little boy. And Trayvon Martin was the one that got the heat, and there was no video.
And he also
because that guy wasn't a cop.
So right. if Tamir Rice didn't get the sort of didn't garner the sort of attention that you think he should have, then let's talk about Miriam Carey, who was shot 26 times
on video.
So I believe it was on video. So the point is, I don't want to play whose pain is greater.
No,
the fact is, but the fact is, it takes and there might be a message in this that it takes a black man being killed and murdered by police for us to activate, because that might be signaling to us that if they will take out black men like this, everybody else will be easier to destroy. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just suggesting that might be the reason why there's so much anguish and activation around that.
I was very fortunate to be around some very strong black women coming up. And one of the things that they used to tell me is, you are the most endangered species on this entire planet. You're the most endangered species on two legs. And I took that to heart. I took that for real. And I thought about that a lot when I used to go outside. And sometimes that really metered my decisions around things that I used to do in situations that I used to put myself in, because I knew that me being in a situation, I would be treated differently than my counterparts who were white, who were other things. And also my counterparts who were just other people that I was around. I knew I would be treated differently. And I took that with a great deal of responsibility, because I'm out here in the streets and I'm representing all these people, and I've been told better, and I know. So if I still get in trouble, that was on me.
Somehow you've understood that you're more valuable,
right? Because the way I took it,
than your female counterpart.
I'm not saying that.
But wait, let me say this, because what we were all told is that if you make it to 21, you're lucky, and it was intended to be encouraging in order to help you stay out of the path of things that are going to create greater dangers for you. But the impact was, now I have greater fear about being in these streets. So now I had to take another 20 years to get that energy off of me, so I can live, as opposed to being fearful of dying. And what's I think what's happening is that black women are saying that they are tired of being fearful of dying. Because Rick, you weren't in the meeting, but I was in another Clubhouse room, but they were saying that that black women should be more afraid of the LGBTQ community, because black lesbian women were more likely to kill them than a black man. And this is the type of Q and Negro stuff that I was getting getting frustrated with, right? Because Now you're just putting fake information out, because black men are, unfortunately, far more likely to bring harm to a black woman. And if we want to, and if as black men, if we want to couch that into some type of heteronormity defense to suggest that we're being attacked, well, we obviously are, but we're using that and we're couching that in the idea that, well, we're actually being even more attacked by black women, or black women should be more afraid from other black women. There's a psychosis there that I'm very afraid of, and I'm struggling to deal with. So, Mac, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, if, to Alaric's point, we are the stronger part of the species, what are we talking about?
Right. There should never be a situation where a black woman, loses her life unjustly, and we have not stepped up to say this is not okay. Like that should be our mission. Is to protect ourselves, right? Because now we're not just talking about our girlfriends and our wives. We're talking about our daughters.
I understand that. What I said before was what I said before is
not to say that diminishes anything. Not to say that diminishes anything, but there's a different relationship in protection of your daughter and your wife.
Right.
It's a different relationship.
And let me just veg you back on that, because if I'm raising two sons, right? So I'm raising men that are going to eventually be, or may be, the caretakers of brothers like you who are raising daughters.
Yeah.
Whoa. No, I know what you mean.
I mean, your daughter's too young for my sons. But my point is, though, that what I do and what I feed into them is going to directly impact the relationships that they have.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. What I was saying is has there ever been a scenario where a black man was unjustly harmed or put himself in a situation where the community, usually
for sure,
led by,
but I reject
women, and they were like, he shouldn't have did that, shouldn't have been there, whatever.
I reject the way that you're presupposing this.
Has there ever? It's never 100%, bro.
Right. I'm not saying it's 100%, but what I'm saying is that there's been too much of, well, he shouldn't have been there, he shouldn't have been doing that, he shouldn't have known better. But then when those same
I don't know. That's Fox News talking points to me.
All right, because not Fox News talking points.
Because somebody could say, well, Sean Bell shouldn't have been. I mean, not Sean Bell.
Sean Bell. You Sean Bell.
Okay. No.
All he did was leave a strip club.
Forget Sean Bell. What about that? What about that sister that we just watched the video of that I sent over that we didn't play tonight, of the sister who was walking around her car and the cop rolled up on her and was like, ma'am, I need to talk to you. She was like, no, I didn't do nothing. We were just talking about that, L. And she jumped in the car and the cop hits her with the stun gun. And then she pulls out her gun, shoots him, he shoots her, she drives off.
And dies.
And drives.
And dies.
And dies. Should we be outraged about that?
Yes.
Or did she have any participation in that?
She does. But at the same time, look at the way she was treated.
I'm not knocking that.
We cannot
She
accept.
Didn't have to die.
Time out.
She didn't have to die.
We can't accept the lowest form of respect from tax-paid people who are employed by the people. She deserves the same rights as anybody else. So when wait, Tom, let me finish this last point. when Rittenhouse is walking around and we don't even know where he is and he's killed 2 people. She just happened to be in a car, driving a car of someone who had a warrant out for their arrest. And you're telling me that she deserved to be treated that way, and Rittenhouse and the other cat who killed the people in South Carolina get to go to a fast food restaurant?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mac. Mac, let me just ask you one question.
Yeah.
What's the name of the woman that got killed while sitting in the living room playing video games with her nephew?
I'll tell you in a second.
She got shot through the by the cop. And we don't know, right?
I'll tell you in a second.
What's the name of the other woman who got shot through her window by a police officer?
Tatiana Jefferson is who you're talking about.
Yeah. What's the name of the other woman who got shot through the window by the cop just recently after George Floyd? That's the thing. We don't even know.
Right. I had to look that up.
Where's the activation in her city? What are we doing? That's what they're talking about when they're talking about protection, right? If the cops know that there's going to be hell to pay on the streets, maybe they think differently. But what we have is the female population of our race protecting us and us not protecting them.
I did see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel with the recent case in Harlem where a young woman was attacked by the guys, and they went and they activated, and they went. I don't know if they found these guys. These guys turned themselves in.
I think they found a dude with the red jacket on.
So did the crowd find him or the police found him?
I think it was a combination. I think it was a combination, though.
No,
wasn't it based on?
No, his girlfriend. He was in a domestic situation with his girlfriend, and the girlfriend called the police.
Right.
So it wasn't even people. It wasn't us finding him.
Mm-hmm.
The girlfriend called the cops because he was wild,
right,
and fucking her up now.
Yeah. But
so
that's one situation.
But
where,
I will say this is like people who were not familiar with him were anxious to find out who he was and to get him locked up. But still, there are dudes that knew him and didn't turn him in.
Well, I wonder if that's more no snitching than it is the actual crime, because there's motherfuckers who murder people and they don't say nothing. So I mean,
look, if he lived on my block, he would have been locked up a week earlier. If I saw him, if I knew his face, he would have been locked up a week earlier, for sure. But that didn't happen, and it's not an individual. It's not an individual thing where you're saying you're not doing enough. It's as a collective, as men, as black men, we are not doing it. But we need to step up. But we gotta change how we're thinking about this.
Facts.
All right.
Well, it is 12:30, and we haven't solved the Rubik's Cube tonight, but maybe we will crack the black code next week. We appreciate you guys for listening to fuck that guy. No, happy birthday to Alaric. Happy 2-year anniversary to Decoding 40. And thank all of you for listening, hanging out with us. And we are gonna drop an episode this Friday, and we'll be here every Monday night, just about at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Any last words, fellas?
Happy birthday, Rick.
Happy birthday, Rick. Shout out to Mark Furman. I'm sorry, Matt.
Mark.
Thank you for getting OJ off. We appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
No
guys,
relations.
we
No
love
relations
you
to
guys.
the race.
No
No
relation.
relation to the
No
racists. That's my
relation. No
friend.
relation.
That's my.
No, I
That's
know.
my boy.
Good night,
I
Yolanda.
just have a problem when people try to suggest that we can't have serious conversations.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
All right, peace.